And there we go. So welcome, Bernardo, to our weekly live. We're super excited to hear more about Relay. You know that we use Relay ourselves here at Moxie, and we recommend it for many people for its features. But I just like to give people the presentation direct rather than me maybe getting some of it wrong. So tell us a little bit about who you are, what Relay is, and how it works for our entrepreneurs.
Awesome. Thanks for having me, Ian, and the community as well. It's a pleasure to be here representing Relay and how we can provide banking solutions to small business and, of course, their financial advisors. So first introducing myself, I'm Bernardo. I am originally from Brazil, so I have kind of a thick accent. I am
fake. It's not a fake accent. It's a beautiful, real accent.
Well, it's an accent. If it's beautiful or not, it is. So some words are kind of hard to pronounce, but trying to do my best. And I'm based in Toronto. Right now we have snow, which is weird for a Brazilian because you're supposed to be in spring, right? So trying to get used to Toronto's weather, but doing better year by year. So that's a little bit about Bernardo. I've been with Relay for 6 months and I am an account executive here. So pretty much my job is to introduce Relay, to show how Relay can be valuable for a small business. And of course, their financial advisors. We are very friendly and focused on accountants, bookkeepers, fractional CFOs, in general, financial advisors. And we want to make the interaction between them and their clients as effective as possible.
So the two things that I personally love about Relay have to do with Profit First and the integration. That A, you guys allow multiple accounts with only one bank fee, which is at this point still optional, which is even better. And two, as a bookkeeper, that I have permission to move money within Relay without needing to be also given permission to move money outside of Relay. So that allows me to really serve my clients better, because if they don't want to be doing their Profit First allocations because they're busy with other things, they can allow me to do that without giving me signing privileges, which I don't ever want. What are the other things that you think are important for small businesses to know about how Relay works?
So I think one of the biggest concepts about Relay for small businesses is being able to fully control your bank activities in a few clicks. So what I always tell my clients is that Relay has a mission to empower business owners. So you open your own account in a few clicks. If you want to open another account, you just go in another few clicks, you open another account. And
that's huge, right? I mean, as we saw during the pandemic, like the branches were closed. People who needed or wanted to open a bank account, much less a second bank account, either just simply couldn't do it, or it was so burdensome. I'm on the board of a local nonprofit, and they had to transfer signing privileges to me as the treasurer. And it took us 2 hours, more than 2 hours, 2 hours over 2 visits at a local branch to simply change the signership. And I just thought, this is insane, because I've had experience with Relay where it's like, no, you just go online, you upload your info, they approve you. What? It doesn't have to be a big deal. So that reduction of friction and pain is also so huge and such an important time saver, because opening multiple bank accounts is often one of the biggest stumbling blocks for people implementing Profit First. So thank you for making it so easy and smooth for people.
That's great. That's great. And exactly, like after COVID, we can consider a new era, and going to branches, it's like just a waste of time. And also banks are trying to stimulate people not going to branches as well. So you open your Relay account remotely, fully remotely, and you don't have to sign any papers, which is great. And after opening your Relay account, you can add checking accounts with a few clicks. And the business owner or whoever has permission levels to do so can customize which staff members can access individual checking accounts. So I always give this example. Like if you go to a major bank, you either have access to the whole account or you do not have access to the account. With Relay, let's say you have 8 accounts. And I always give the example of the profit account. I don't think staff should know how much profit the business owner is making. So of course, I can have my staff accessing my payroll, my income, my operating account, but wait, why should they access my profit? Why should they access my owner pay, right? So doing it with Relay for the business owner is great.
Yeah, I mean, it also, again, helps with internal staff managing bill pay to give them just that one account to see, because really they don't need to see any of the other stuff. They just need to know, is there enough in there for me to be able to set the bills up to pay? Yeah.
Exactly. And
very cool.
As I mentioned, empowering business owners, you open your extra accounts. You set up who's going to access them. You issue your cards. You increase the limit. You decrease the limit. You freeze the card. You change the PIN. You provide access to your staff over the account. You remove them. Not having to go to the branch, not having to call your bank. Think how many minutes you waste when you have to call your bank. If
just on hold.
Exactly. Everything goes well. Everything goes well. And we know that most of the time it doesn't happen. You have to dial so many numbers to direct you wherever you're going. Then you have to do so many confirmations. And some questions I don't even remember. Like, what's the last 4 digits of your SSN? I have no idea. Like, can you ask me another question? So not having to do that saves a lot of time. And again, it empowers business owners. And I think the biggest thing here is to empower people. Business banking doesn't have to be like a nerve wrack for business. It has to be easy.
Yes. And again, I think Relay strikes a really nice balance between ease and security. So it's not like you don't have to verify anything. It's that the verification process is easier. So it's still just as secure. And I think you guys are FDIC insured and all of the, usual regular stuff that banks are. So it's not like some crazy fly-by-night internet bank, right? It's a real bank that just happens to have made everything easier by going online.
Exactly. And what you mentioned about security is a big thing for us. So having individual login credentials, so no one share login credentials. So you, Ian, you have your own with a specific permission level that you and your client agreed you're going to have. Let's say the business owner will have their own and they can customize how their staff would be accessing the account. So having that and not sharing is a lot of security. And of course, we are a bank. So we are FDIC insured. We comply with regulations, with all laws in the US about banking services. So it's a big thing for us. And we normally have some webinars about security because it's a big issue. And, talking to financial advisors on a daily basis, most of you guys have, you share logins, or you either have like a vault. So you can kind of like try to log in, but then you have a 2FA code that blocks you. So you cannot add an extra layer of security. Otherwise we are locked out. Every time you change your password, the bank feed breaks again. So nothing like that happens at Relay. Like, we designed something to serve small business and their advisors and whoever has to access the account securely and effectively.
Awesome. So I know that I have a referral link that I will put in the notes for this live. Does that let people book a demo with you if they want to learn more?
Absolutely. You can share your referral link and they can sign up to Relay. And I will provide you with my meeting link. So as soon as they register and create their account, they can book a one-on-one with me. I'll be more than pleased to help them first to set up their account if they have any questions, answer any questions, concerns they might have, and of course, provide them walkthrough and show them how to make the most of every single feature that Relay provides to business owners. And of course, their staff, the advisors, whoever needs to access their Relay account would be a pleasure to connect with and make sure they make the most of a Relay.
And I think that the benefit to them for this referral code is that they get 6 months without the monthly fee of $30. And I'm not sure if that's still true or not. You can let me know. So I just want to spend a moment talking about what's the difference between the fully free account and the $30 per month account, which is not $30 per account per month. It's $30 per month for all of the accounts that you have. So tell us a little bit about the difference between those two versions.
Absolutely. So Relay is known as an online no fee bank. So we have no monthly fees, we have no minimum balances, and we do not have underlying fees. Normally, I like to present Relay as two options. We have Relay Standard. So you have up to 20 individual checking accounts, up to 50 MasterCard debit cards. You can provide permission level to your staff. Everything is free. You would only pay for domestic wires, $5, international wires, $10 each, if you make them, because you have next day ACH and check payments, unlimited transactions. We have a pro version. It's more leaning towards accounts payable. It's an automation for accounts payable. And of course, it has extra features on top of everything that is free. Relay Pro has a monthly $30 subscription. It's optional, so only the clients, only the business that would benefit from those extra features would have to subscribe. Otherwise, they can absolutely use Relay Standard for free. Again, no minimum balances, no monthly fees, nothing.
It's huge.
For the pro version, exactly. For the pro version, what is added to that? So first, you would have same day ACH, domestic and international wires included in that subscription as well. So you wouldn't have to pay for domestic and international wires, and you would have same day ACH. Second would be an integration for bill pay. So we are able to import all your bills from Xero and QuickBooks Online. You will have them on Relay, and you can pay them from Relay. When you pay them from Relay, Relay exports the payment to those accounting systems, and those bills flip from unpaid to paid. You can also create approval rules. So let's say I am the business owner. I'm okay with my employees or my bookkeeper paying bills up to $500, but over that, I want to approve. So you can create approval rules, which is also good for you as a bookkeeping. Paying the bills, right? I don't feel like you would like to pay a $5,000 bill without your
No,
client.
absolutely not. Not without a second set of eyes, right? Again, we're very, careful, detail-oriented, risk-averse people. So, but it's also great for nonprofits because a lot of nonprofits have something similar to that, right? Where it's like single signer for all of these checks, but anything above a particular dollar amount for that organization, they want 2 signers. And so this is a way of being able to integrate that in an online process.
Absolutely, because you can have multiple stage approval process. So you can have directors and let's say the CEO approving specific bills, but only managers approving specific bills. So, and you can do it with a single click on your phone. So you receive an email from Relay. Hey, you need to approve this bill. When you log in, you will see the invoice that will be imported to Relay as well. So you won't be asking, hey, can you send me the invoice before I approve this bill? You'll be able to see that on Relay. You click on yes, you approve this bill, and then Bernardo or Ian, we can pay that bill for you.
Yeah. And
lastly, you can pay bills in batches with Relay Pro. So if you have multiple bills from the same vendor, you can pay, let's say 4, 5, 6, 10 bills from the same vendor with a single ACH if you want to. But if you do not want to pay with a single payment, because let's say your vendor doesn't like it, you can still pay them individually. So you choose what you want to do. Again, empowering. So the difference between them is pretty much $30 flat fee, and you won't be paying for domestic or international wires. So some businesses, they make international wires, and Relay Pro might make sense for them because of that. And that's the only fee. It's a flat fee. We do not charge per users. We do not charge any extra or underlying fees rather than those $30. Or you go standard. You only pay for domestic wires $5, international wires $10 if you make them, but you still have next day ACH and check payments for free, unlimited transactions. Again, no minimum balances, no monthly fees.
Yeah. Awesome. So again, we're going to put the link to sign up for Relay for free, and then you can contact Bernardo or the team over at Relay and get a demo of all of the ways that this can work for you. I mean, at this point, I think it's just crazy for any business not to be using Relay, since it was designed with the end user in mind instead of with the bank as the primary, like, well, how does it work for us? And it does integrate with both QuickBooks and Xero, which again, just saves time on the bookkeeping as well, which means our bill is lower. Yeah, I can't think of a reason not to be with Relay.
I always say every time accountants and bookkeepers, they have to contact their clients and say, hey, can you please send me this? Can you please clarify your transactions? Can you please explain to me what the check was for? Can you please explain me why did you make an ACH? It's a pain point for financial advisors because you guys are wasting time asking. But on the other side, they are also wasting time answering. And if someone asks me, oh, why did you transfer $200 a month ago? I have no idea.
Right.
Would you?
No idea.
So you would probably have to stop whatever you're doing, go to your bank feed, check it out, and then you probably have to maybe ask someone internally. So again, that time that we save, not only for the financial advisor, but for the business owners, you guys can invest it in scaling the business, developing your business, doing what brings you money. And again, it's a matter of empowering, and that's what we are here for.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today, Bernardo. You've been a great source of information, and we look forward to encouraging more and more clients to come onto the Relay platform and see how really easy it is to do.
That was absolutely lovely. And thanks for the opportunity. Thanks for the space. And if anyone needs anything, please reach out. We will be pleased to help you all setting up with Relay and take advantage of our free, effective banking.
Awesome. Thanks so much.